Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Geeks Fiber. Actually, the first episode of the new season of the Geeks Fiber podcast. I am your host, the one, the only, the most chaotic panelist in all of Texas, and the most chaotic podcaster in all of Texas, King Mexico. And joining me always is the man with the plan, the one that runs the skinny. He is the Texas gaming hedgehog himself, Keyblade Sonic.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new season. It's Monday. You know what that means. You get to hang out with us.
Welcome back to Hangover Monday. That's right. Nothing better to do than to hang out with the Geeks 5 Ever crew and just maybe watch Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Which actually just started.
Yeah. You could just do like the TikTok things where we'll run a podcast and then the bottom screen shows Raw. There you go. Like a DS.
Yeah. Perfect. Sounds good. I mean, that sounds great, honestly.
Yeah. We're patenting that, by the way.
Damn it. So I'm trying to get this to work on Instagram as well. Joining us is also my producer, Danktopus. Welcome back.
Occupado at the moment.
I think we're having some technical difficulties with Danktopus, but anyways, joining us are some special, some really cool speakers. They're going to be talking to us. Mafu and Solitaire are going to be speaking to us, reviewing Ikkicon today. That's right. Today we're going to be reviewing Ikkicon 2024, the biggest anime convention in Austin, Texas.
Yep, it took place at the Round Rock Cafe. The Round Rock Resort. Round Rock, Texas, at the Kalahari Resort. Sorry, it's been a while since I was there. So it's been, 2 weeks already since that happened?
Didn't it?
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah. Wait, no, 1 week. 1 week.
Officially, yeah, he's right. It's been 8 days.
Yeah, gotcha.
All right. So I want to give all right. I want to say thank you to Mafu for joining us. Thank you so much for agreeing to come on the show and share your thoughts.
Hey, actually, you don't know this, but I've actually met you in person, Captain Mexico.
Really?
Yes, you don't know it, but I was at the Latinos in Anime panel you were doing at Colossal Con.
I remember that panel. So I was, believe it or not, pretty sober. I would check the settings. Check the settings. So sorry, I was talking to Dexfus, but I was pretty sober during that convention almost the entire weekend, and I remember having the panel.
Mm-hmm.
It was right next to Jazz at the Con, and I remember distinctively what happened before the panel started. I made a because I was covered in water, so I made like an illegal joke. I made a joke about being, a wet bag, and like my friend, she thought it was funny. Her friend did not think it was funny, and she got angry and gave me this dirty ass look. And I was just like, "Who the fuck are you?" I didn't get bothered that she got upset or offended or even insulted. First off, like this, I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm Mexican. What? I mean, are you Mexican? No, okay, then shut up."
Oh, yeah, so it's kind of like that comic where it's like, "Oh, I'll be offended on your half."
Yeah, it's kind of like I hate that shit. Like.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like it when
kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, there you are. We can hear you.
Yay, you're here.
There we go.
New microphone. I'm so sorry.
Nah, it's okay. Everybody has that issue. Everyone has that issue with new mic. Even I had that issue last week on Thursday with this mic.
Yeah.
Always the mic problem.
It's always the mic problem. Always, because there's a system. Because this system that we use is really cool, but it does have its downsides. Like it's not an app, so it doesn't automatically register the microphone. So sometimes you just got to mess with it, but it's very convenient. No, but I just want to say I think it's really crazy. I think it's really cool that we've met before. I know you told me that you've watched the show before, and that you followed us because you've discovered us. But it's really cool. It's always good to have. I really like having people that attend our panels and watch the show on the show, because we are a community-based podcast where we want to help the community. And so, like, yeah, thank you so much for all that.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, thank you. Next, we have Solitaire, who's rocking that cowboy look. Look at that.
Howdy, partner.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. Fart Knockers here. Our first comment of the day. What's going on, fam? Thank you for joining us today. And joining us is the man who's causing waves in the community in the panelist circle. He's performed at many conventions, and he will perform at one near you. He dresses like Elvis. He claims to be the White Ranger, and he just has an obsession with Taco Bell. The one, the only Deacon Rap.
Finally, Deacon Rap has come back to Geeks 5 Ever podcast.
Ah, my ears.
Yeah, maybe you should change your mic settings.
Yeah. Here, let me. Where's the mute button for Deacon? Where's?
That's going a little too far.
Wait, was I really that loud, or did the joke? Cause like I'm not sure anymore.
No, it was pretty loud.
You were a little loud. You were a little loud.
Yeah, you kind of like microphone levels kind of peaked though.
Well, here's the thing. Whenever I do that, I tend to be loud. So, yeah.
Nah, you're good though. You're good. I kind of expect you to be loud. So I was already prepared for for your loudness, I guess is the word. I don't know what to say. But yeah, no, thanks, Deacon Rap. I know you are here for a limited time because you got your own live stream coming on at 8.
Yes, I'm going to be joined by Navas Tyler, Egg Cosplay, Trippy Alien Photography, and Captain Judas, or Chef from every convention in Texas ever.
Cool. That sounds awesome. All right, so Sonic. Okay, so let's just get everything out of the way. No more wait times. That's right. No more 2-minute wait time between shows. We're just going to get into the nitty gritty. We got a lot to cover today, so let's just get it out of the way. First off, let's start off with Sonic. Sonic, do we have a skinny?
Well, we got a skinny, so a small bit of a skinny. So we have for the little sports fans out there, the Super Bowl is set. It's happening next Sunday between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. So that's going to be taking place in Las Vegas at Allegiant Stadium. So for you sports enthusiasts, that's your Super Bowl match for this year. And also this Wednesday, Sony announced that they'll be doing a State of Play, which is basically their version of a Nintendo Direct on Wednesday. So I guess they're going to make any announcements, or they're just going to recap stuff we already know and just give more details. Don't know about that, so we will see. And I guess for now, that's our bit of a small skinny for now. I guess so. Let's just get on to our main topics.
That's right. Before we begin to the main topic, there's 3 things I want to get out of the way. So we have been confirmed for AllCon in Dallas, Texas in March, which is spring break. We have so far 7 panels. I'm aiming for maybe at least 3 more. But we are confirmed as press, and the con chair will be on the podcast. We'll talk a little bit more about that later on in the show. Ikkicon will also possibly be on the podcast. We're 50-50 right now because I haven't gotten a response from them. But since their convention is right around the corner, it might be next week when they're on the show. Last but not least, I will be doing a video talking about Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero, their roster they have revealed thus far. And there's some things to talk about that game because they're going to have, I believe, at least 160 different characters. That includes transformations. And unfortunately, it's like every other Dragon Ball game where they have like 4 different versions of Goku and 4 different versions of Vegeta. It's just bullshit. Yeah, that's at least like 30 characters there. So, fuck. All right, let's go ahead and begin. Ikkicon was a week ago. Ikkicon 2024 just happened. There were a lot of panels going on. We did notice some people bitching and complaining about the convention. I do want to give a shout out to anyone from the Ikkicon staff that's watching this podcast. Thank you for checking us out. We're here to offer constructive criticism. But everyone here that's here to review the show, we love everyone. We love our fans. We love our followers. There are no zeros here.
Just heroes.
That's right. We are the voice of the voiceless.
Yeah, shout out to Zeros to Heroes podcast. So
Right.
want to
All
give a
right.
quick
So
shout out to them.
all right, let's start off with Deacon. Deacon, tell us as a performer. Tell us about Ikkicon.
I was actually officially a guest this year, believe it or not.
Oh shit. Well, yeah, technically, I mean,
So
you're
here's the thing: they don't have somebody running the website and everything. They're basically doing it all themselves. And throughout the whole clusterfuck of putting the con together, all my promo stuff never got posted. But I got the guest badge. I got to walk the stage and all that. As far as the concert goes, they wanted me to do a sound check on Friday, which happened to be great because come showtime, the Idol Fest had sound issues and they ran 15 minutes over. And my sound issue at sound check ended up taking 45 minutes to fix. So because we were able to fix it the day before, we didn't have to worry about it, the day of. And out of the 554 chairs that were in there, I'd say we filled up about 3/4 of them. And this year, the audience participation, by audience participation, as in like people cheering, waving their hand, getting up and dancing, this was the most interactive concert I've ever had.
that sounds great.
Yeah, it does.
Congratulations.
Oh yeah, during the JDF tribute, people actually used the flashlight on their phones and they were waving them back and forth.
Oh my god, you're killing him.
That was you, Danctopus. Your response is just like really monotone. I don't know who you reminded me of, but like I've heard like that, like the way you said congratulations. I've heard
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Oh, you sound like I forgot which character from which show sounded exactly like that.
The fish from fucking SpongeBob when the Bubble Buddies using the bathroom.
Congratulations. Definitely one. Congratulations.
Danctopus is like, I am not amused.
No,
Oh no, I'm just trying really hard not to cough right now.
Oh no, sorry.
It's fine.
I know you didn't like. Danctopus didn't mean for it to come out that way.
Yeah, it was just.
But it did.
The way it sounded, just like. Yeah, but no, we get that.
No,
Nah, you're cool.
A lot of people, apparently somebody brought COVID to Ikkicon, so a lot of people got sick.
Oh yeah, it was present.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, I heard about
I'd like to thank Vitamin C as for the reason of me not getting sick. So this is a good thing to take to a con or start taking before you go to the con to help boost your immune system.
Product placement.
Yeah, this podcast is brought to you by Sunny D and Vitamin C products and all kinds of other shit that you need to be taking and drinking and consuming. Like, go drink some water, damn it. Just go drink some water.
Yeah. And if you are over the age of 30, it is time to start taking Mend 1 a day.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, it's not, you don't have to, it's just recommended.
They recommend a lot of things, sir.
Yes! Sonic, you got it!
All right, we got Pachinko in the chat as well. Saying it's Dragon Ball. It's like vanilla, but with different
Hold on. I want to read the next comment that he posted.
Yeah,
So
go
it's
ahead.
really funny. COVID in a con. Better call it Ikkicon.
That's great.
That was
really good.
That's
That was really
clever.
great.
So
You
I'm
are
the
an old star.
at Ikkicon.
inject vitamin C in your blood. That's courtesy of 7-Eben.
Seven
from
Evan,
Twitch.
welcome to the show. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Seven,
so,
I know where you live.
Yeah. So anyway, Pachinko, as he says, it's Dragon Ball. It's like vanilla, but with different toppings. Not wrong about that.
That's right. It's
Some people
Another-
like vanilla, you know?
Another thing that I would say about the convention, not about me, but like world-class tournaments, they did the console gaming area. They had a stage, right? And the stage lights, and that was their Guitar Hero setup.
That's actually kind of cool.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
their
the
Guitar Hero setup, they had a legit stage with legit stage lights and everything. And it's like, oh my God, we're real rock stars. They had a microphone and a mic stand and all that.
Boy, that's actually pretty cool.
So that actually does sound like some. Okay, so believe it or not, at Kamikaze Con, I want to say the 2009 Kamikaze Con. I I believe it's the year they competed with Anime Matsuri. They let us have an entire rock band panel. We had the drums, the guitars, and the microphone set up on stage. And not only did you play and perform, but we even had judges to like judge you and your energy and how well you did on the song. You know, fuck the score on the screen. This is how well we think you did. It was pretty cool. It was pretty fun. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there. That is something I'm going to pitch, not the judges part because fuck that. But we are going to pitch something like that to Delta HCon this year because those of you that don't know, this year is Delta HCon 16. That's right, they're celebrating their sweet 16 this year, and we plan on being there. We're going to do something special with them and for them. So
we're gonna make a Ferrari cake. That's what
that's
we're gonna
right.
do.
We're gonna,
Quince is gonna go so hard.
that's right. The kids. So we're gonna have a Deacon Rap pop out of a cake during the con.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, you do
actually, Jesse, watch me go pick up the cake, and when I come back, it's an Acura cake.
No, watch. I watch me
Yeah.
send Deacon to pick up the cake, and when he comes back, it's like half eaten. Like, I don't know what happened.
It was Taco Bell flavored.
Oh,
Uh,
no, thank you.
No.
You can have it.
Happy birthday, Deacon. It's not my birthday. Well, it is now. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the con. How many panels did you have?
5.
All right. So and tell us which panels of those, like, tell us what those panels were.
Initial D discussion, which is basically like the whole room just talked about Initial D for an hour. We discussed which song would. A few people came, but nobody disagreed with me. So at Ikkicon this year, it's pretty good. We can easily say that I was right about everything.
Okay.
When I said that the R34 with the drug dealer rims was the best car, nobody debated me.
I lose more often than I win. You guys see me fight?
I'm sorry.
That was pretty good.
Mood.
Damn notifications.
I thought you were
And,
watching Monday Night Raw. I was
No.
like, wait, what?
Those damn notifications, bro.
I too lose more often than I win.
Yeah, that's.
Next up was Anime Bingo, which and the email that sent me, it said it started at 1:00. But as I'm walking to the thing at 12:30, at 12:40, I get a call, and it's a DJ of the Con Kidnappies, and he's like, "Dude, where are your panel starting?" I'm like, "What? Yeah, it's starting right now. It starts at 12:30." I'm like, "Oh my god!" So now I'm running with everything, and we end up. I noticed about 45 minutes into it, people started getting up and going to do the next thing. And I was like, "Hey guys, you guys just want me to raffle off the prizes and then you guys can just go do whatever it is y'all have planned to do next?" And everyone's like, "Yes!" So one right after the other, everybody was getting a prize bag. And overall, during the whole process of playing the game, it was pretty interactive and I really enjoyed it. And I'm pretty sure everyone else enjoyed it. Next we had the concert, which, told you all about. I had a 2-hour break between the concert and my fourth panel, which is 30 Years of Power Rangers in an hour. Because of the concert going overtime, I missed the DoorDash driver. And because I missed the DoorDash driver, I had to wait even longer to get my food. Keep in mind, I haven't eaten since 12:15. And performing causing me to be even hungrier and weaker. So here we are at 4:57. I finally get the food. My panel starts in 3 minutes. I still got to take food to my friend who's in the cosplay contest because she's diabetic. So, and because of my badge, I'm the only one who can go in there, before the contest starts. And finally, we get to my panel like 10, 15 minutes late. We do the panel. We get up to Power Rangers Samurai before we have to leave. Then I go put out a few more fires that I don't want to talk about. and here we are at 7:30. I'm about to throw up on John Swayze. I'm like, nope, I'm done. We were at the VIP mixer. I'm like, no, babe, I gotta go back to the room. My panel starts at 8 o'clock. The group that was supposed to be with me, they couldn't make it because they were in a car accident. My friend Ed Cosplay was supposed to be Hisoka, but 3 minutes before the panel, she just now starts switching into the cosplay. I'm really not okay, and I'm like, nah, I can't do the panel. Like, health-wise, I just couldn't do it. I would rather cancel the panel than give them a half-assed product, and that was on my panels in one day.
And you were a workhorse that day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Crap.
This is why
So,
it's
Wow,
important
that's
to
quite the
be
effort.
real quick, I just want to take a quick moment to interrupt real quick. So for those of you that are not aware, Geeks Survivor normally goes live on YouTube and Twitch. But today we make history for the first time since Geeks Survivor has been created. We are streaming live. It looks like shit. Hopefully they'll fix it in the future. But we are streaming live on Instagram as well. And we even have somebody watching us now. Thank you for joining us. This is the Geeks Survivor. Oh, they left. Because it looks like crap. Yeah, but
Rip.
still, we have our foot in the door. We are now streaming on Instagram. So the shitty part about this, and this is going to suck, is now I have to watch the Instagram screen and the restream screen because our viewer numbers and our comments on Instagram do not appear on the restream system.
Yeah. So, for example, we have our first comment. What's up, Cameron Jared? How's it going? Welcome to the Geeks Fiber podcast here through Instagram from your point of view, but for
That's
us,
right.
restream.
Give a shout out to Zeros to Heroes. Actually, we have a surprise for them. We have something special for them today. So Zeros to Heroes, if you can hear me, we actually have a bit of an announcement for you. What's up, Cameron? Ray, what's up, Ray? Dave was on there.
Oh my god, hi.
Sorry if I said your name wrong. Are you guys be painters pants? No, that is not us. Anyway, so we do have okay. So I thought that was okay, that's Ray on YouTube, not Ray on Instagram. So it's the same person, but I got excited. I thought it was the Instagram comments. No, it's not. Got excited for nothing. So Deacon, so just to go back a little bit. So there was would you disagree or agree that there was some level of miscommunication as far as the start time for your panel goes?
Probably so, yeah. Because I just looked at the email and saw that it was on the final schedule like that. So yeah, but then when it goes into the app, it's a different time, and when it's printed on the map, printed on the paper schedule, it's a different time.
I feel like here, let's we're gonna move us to the middle so the lovely Instagram people can see us because we're currently as we talk, I'm gonna shift us around so the Instagram people can see us. But yay! Wave at the nice people, Deacon.
Yeah, say hi to the nice people on Instagram.
Yeah,
hello,
right.
nice people on Instagram.
Hello.
Hello, and we also got Solitaire joining us. He's also going to be reviewing the convention.
Mm-hmm.
He's got that cowboy shit on. And Keyblade Sonic.
Hi, everybody.
That's right.
That's hello from Instagram. Now you see what we do on Mondays, and people wondering, hey, why don't you go over, do anything outside on Mondays? Well, this is the reason. So hi.
Yeah.
So hello.
What's up, Sailor Succubus? What's going on? Miss you. Okay, so let's go ahead and okay, so the reason why I'm asking, because I can understand the frustration with the miscommunication on there. Like, okay, I feel like maybe they should have called you, they should have texted you, they should have emailed you. But at the same time, bro, I got to be mad at you as well because that's such a rookie move to follow what the email says. You got to look at the schedule.
Copy.
Yeah,
So-
and also let me add to that too. Not only look at the email, just try to go like way ahead of time, even if it's like an hour or two. You know what I mean? Because you never know. Because something could happen. Like for example, like a panel that's going before you cancels. Like, hey, we're gonna move you up. sometimes you may not be able to know about that because sometimes there could be like an issue with like the signal at, even though the signal was pretty good at Kalahari, but any other convention, that could happen. Sometimes just be ahead of time. Just like, all right, have a plan in case something happens, like a miscommunication or a cancellation, etc. Whatever, you know what I mean? And also
yeah.
like just like carry like something to eat, like on your, like a snack or something like that, like in your bag or something, just like a bag of chips or something. Because if you don't have that much energy going like all day, if especially you haven't eaten anything, it's gonna make it like a bit more harder for you, like during the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Yeah, my thing's like I thought the panel was at 1. I'm leaving my room at 12:30. So, to give you an idea, like I was already on my way to be there early. But what you call it? Yeah, that was very unexpected, and I've been at so many cons and I've done this so many times to where like, miscommunications don't really affect me as much.
Right. No, I got you. No, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not really like,
Yeah.
it's not really your fault. Like you
Oh
left at a
no.
great time. Like you left at 12:30. That's plenty of time to get there, set up.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, you just got to be like, you always want to match what the times they told you with the schedule, because the schedule is subject to change. And sometimes, like, especially like, I don't know what's the situation with Ikkicon. I heard that this is rumors, guys. I don't know if anybody wants to confirm this. That's on staff with Ikkicon. I heard that Ikkicon was a little bit short-staffed this year, and that people were doing multiple jobs,
Right.
and they were doing the best they could.
Yeah, I think Deacon mentioned earlier how like some of the staff who worked on like the social media page or the website and all that, they didn't put most of his stuff, like his advertisements, on it. So that's pretty much what's a sign as like, okay, something was definitely wrong in the staffing department.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The whole time I was thinking like, oh, I got a hater in the marketing department. So,
okay.
Yeah. And then when we go to the feedback panel, I was like, oh no, I don't have a hater in the marketing department. They are indeed, a little bit understaffed.
Yeah.
Right. No, yeah, they're. I heard they were
Yeah.
understaffed this year.
Yeah.
Real quick, I want to give a shout out to FLP, the mattress. What's going on? Welcome.
Yo,
Flip the map.
Yo,
flip
The
the
mattress.
mattress.
I got a story about Flip the Mattress.
Oh, it's
He
Flip the
played my
Mattress.
music. Yeah, Flip the Mattress. I got a story about him. He played my music for his Tinder date.
One of my favorite they thems.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they're one of my little guys.
Oh, I thought you said you were the one he went on a date with.
No.
Yeah, I thought you said.
So, Flip the Mattress. Is it true that you play a song, one of Deacon rap songs during your date, and are you still single? Let us know in the comment section below. We won't.
I'll let
won't
you know
turn
the
on
answer is yes.
Wait, yes to which one?
Yes or no to what?
Stay curious. They're
Stay
still
curious.
singles.
Oh, nah. So I mean, like, I gotta. So here's the thing, and I was watching Zeros to Heroes podcast last night, and I've been looking at feedback, and I've been looking at people's comments, and I've noticed that there was like a lot of you guys had a lot of panels back to back to back. Like y'all had like little to no, like almost no breaks between panels. I dig that. I love that. I'm used to that. That's why I have handlers. That's why I have helpers. That's why I have people like, hey, go get me a burrito. That's why I have people assisting me all the time. Deacon Rap has seen it. Sonic, Sonic doesn't usually help me with panels, but he has seen like we usually have a crew, because Sonic is talent. Plus, he does his own thing at the cons. Everyone has seen that I usually have a crew, somebody that helps me. But all that's changing next year, boys. I'm coming back. I'm registering for Ikkicon next year.
You're
Yay!
I'm stealing my panels back, by the way, guys.
Let's go, Pog.
I'm stealing my panels back, by the way. So, making your own panel 101, podcasting 101. I'm definitely taking those back. I'm back. We're back. I've been through a lot. We're gonna do a special on mental health awareness, but the whole mental health, and we're not gonna get into that this episode. But yeah, I mean, it's been a rough road, and I want to thank everybody that reached out to me and that tried to help me, and for my mom's sake, and my family's sake and for my sake and everything that's been going on. Thank you so much for reaching out. I know I didn't really open up to anybody, but that's just how I am. I didn't go to Ikkicon. One, I forgot about the deadline to submit panels. I didn't. I kind of forgot about Ikkicon with everything happening. Everything just life just happens so fucking fast, and it's insane. But with that being said, all right, so let's get Mafu. So tell us,
Jesse, hold on. About you being back, right?
yes.
About you being back. You know how San Japan's convention's initials are SJC? What if JT won't let you be or let you be you at mini me? When you look at all these podcasts you see, will it feel so empty without you or me?
Nice
Sorry,
one.
that just came to my head when he said I'm back. Go ahead.
I want to give a personal shout out to what Flip said. Played Rise of a Legend and Meet the Green Ranger. Played it driving back from Barton Square Mall. Never got a message back.
Man, you should have played Dami Mommy.
Tommy Mommy.
I think that would have gotten Flip put on a list.
Dolly
Yeah.
Mommy is the kind of song that somebody would play when they want the girl to step on them out in the middle of the parking lot. Oh wow. Okay, so flip the mattress is also sick from Ikkicon, and some chairs around and move. Some
I'm praying
chairs
for you,
around
man.
and-
I'm praying for you.
Oh, it was not out yet. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so when he went on the date, your song wasn't out yet.
Well,
Which
play
is
it for your next
insane.
one.
That song has been out for a year, so okay, so that's probably you know what, it's probably for the best. Mafu, what was your role at Ikkicon? Were you an attendee? Were you a panelist,
Yeah.
volunteer? What were you?
Oh, I attended as a regular attendee this
Okay.
year.
And how did you so do you feel like is there anything like did you knew about the con, like did you know they were understaffed? Did you know that they were struggling a bit?
I heard rumors. Like even with despite all of that, I thought it was a good con. It's just that there's some noticeable issues,
Mhm.
like the piss poor communication, which is just to be expected with Ikkicon, since they've been doing things last minute for years now. So they announced guests late, like they waited to like a month before the con to announce guests. So I thought that was, I don't know what was wrong with that. Also, the app that they use for their schedule was not working on certain phones. So like iPhones, like it didn't work with iPhones for some reason.
You would think it would work for iPhone, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Just like my friend had an iPhone, like, and then it didn't, like, the schedule didn't show up on the. But people with like Androids, they had it. So
Hey, androids.
Well, it's like they
Android
said at
baby
the
rice.
feedback panel. Well, it's like they said at
yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
it's like they said at the feedback panel. They don't have a web developer. They're doing this all themselves, and they're learning as they go.
Well, I mean, they did have a web developer. I know them. It's just that they moved him down a notch because of a certain something that was going on.
Copy.
What? Dun dun dun. That reminds me of I'm not gonna say the convention's name, but Sonic knows what I'm talking about. Old boy that looks like Ben Shapiro that works at our Houston convention, our favorite one, the one that we like to go to and host the parties. You know who I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
He got demoted from staff member to gopher. So now he's breaking down stages and shit like that, all because he screwed up. You know what? He's an asshole anyway. So if he's watching this show, ha!
What did he do?
He was getting drunk on the job and hitting on girls.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, man.
Come on,
Oh
bro,
my
do that off the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's one thing, like, oh well, he was just drinking, having a little fun. You're allowed to. It's a con, yeah, but he was on the clock, like he was working the convention. he's a staff member, they're held to a different light. It's like, well, Jesse, we've seen you drink during karaoke. You don't get in trouble. Well, first off, I'm not staff. Secondly, it doesn't take a lot of work to host karaoke. Next, pretty much. But no, I mean, like, yeah, that sucks. Delta is going. I mean, not shit. Ikkicon,
We already knew, bro. You made it obvious anyway.
Shut up. Ikkicon, Ikkicon, they definitely, based on what I could tell, based on what I saw, and I know a few of the staff members. I know some people that are still staff members that I'm still buddies with. I know some people that are no longer staff that I was buddies with. And Ikkicon definitely did have a shift. It did have a what is it, like a not a shift change, but it was definitely a big change.
Change of direction, basically.
Right. So, right. I guess you could say that, like, they went in a change of direction. It was definitely one of those situations that got kind of thrown at them, and a lot of people had to do a lot of different jobs. Some people got more responsibilities. For my friends that got more responsibilities with the convention, congratulations, guys. I'm really proud of y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot to run. People don't realize that running a convention is tough. It's tough. It is so really difficult because you got a schedule, you got guests, you got to get those guests to the convention, you got vendors, you got sponsors, equipment check, you got to run volunteers. That's why each division has its own, like, leader.
And you still got to work a regular job.
That's if the convention doesn't pay you like a full-time job, you still have to work a regular job. Like a lot of conventions nowadays, that is not the case anymore. A lot of conventions do pay their staff to work the convention full-time year-round. Some conventions still don't do that, which is perfectly fine. It's more of the bigger conventions that pay, like, Comic Palooza does pay their staff.
Yeah.
To work Comic Palooza year round, so that's something they're constantly doing year as the year progresses. But with Ikkicon, like, I definitely get where they're coming from. People try to give them the benefit of the doubt. There is something that I wanted to talk about a little bit. Maybe let's get some. I want to ask Solitaire. Solitaire, were you a staff volunteer or were you a guest or a panelist or anything like that?
I am indeed a volunteer.
Oh shit! What? We got an insider.
In fact, it's not just me. My wife also volunteered as well.
Hey, you heard it here,
So
folks.
He's taking on that.
He's taking, so stay away.
Well, I'll give you my insight as a volunteer. I'm pretty sure when I received a text from supposedly the volunteer coordinator, they did say the communication was off. They felt underprepared. I'm assuming it's understaffed, but there were a lot of volunteers, and so on the volunteer part, it feels way overstaffed, and that's all I know from my knowledge.
Okay.
If I might further add for my review, I will say on a good thing from Ikkicon compared to other cons being held at Kalahari, they had almost everything that a con have. I noticed they had a screening room, they had tabletop, video game hosted by the world-class tournaments, manga lounge, of course the artist vendor, the dealer's room, just about all that. And I'm a little surprised.
I just want to point out that AFES has that as well, and they do it better in my opinion. But
what part? What part?
Like they have like other things like tabletop, and they have a bigger tabletop area, bigger screening room, and like they have.
I will say this. And I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out there for Delta H Con, Ikkicon, San Japan, A-Con. Fuck you, Anime Matsuri.
Fuck Anime Matsuri.
Any chance to shit on them?
Yeah, any little chance,
which just
guys,
deserved.
All right, remember I said something bad about Anime Matsuri, so make sure you take your drinks.
Oh shit!
Oh, got it.
Gotta stay hydrated.
So
That's right.
So Ikkicon isn't that unique, and that's my point.
Well, I was gonna say to get a point across, and I'll get it really because I actually wanted to. You saying that, Mafu actually brought up a good point. There's one convention right now, and I should probably name other cons, but there's one convention right now. So all conventions have tabletop. They have gaming rooms, they have panels, they have. But every convention has what I like to call a waste of space. It's anime viewing rooms. In my opinion, and now people are going to disagree with me, I believe anime viewing rooms are a waste of space.
People are only going to disagree with you if they're not based.
Right.
Like,
I'll
give a good example. I've been to so many of these conventions. I've been to a lot of them for almost 10 years now. I could tell you that most of the time, the viewing room, basically watch any anime, the viewing room, obviously sometimes the sponsor of the convention would be the studio that helps licenses and all that stuff. But honestly, most of the time what I see in there, I don't see people coming out of it saying, oh my God, I should go watch it on Crunchyroll, or I should go get the DVD or the Blu-ray. What I see is just people going in there as an excuse to just fall asleep or just do whatever they want in the dark. Yeah, that's basically what it is. At this point, that's what it is. If anything, you could just you don't have to call it a viewing room. You could just call it like a relax room or something like that, or something else, because what I see in there, I don't see people watching the anime. I just see people just falling asleep.
Bullshitting around. It's a place to sit. It's somewhere to bullshit around, take a nap. As a matter of fact, you might as well have a picture of the meme with the knight that says, "It's been a long journey. Rest here."
Yeah, basically.
I will say though that ever since streaming services started being the norm, anytime I did go into a screening room, there'd be one person at that. But before the streaming services, they would have a pretty good amount of people in there, though.
Yeah, they would.
All right, to answer some comments on Instagram, so the camera wasn't panning on who was speaking. That was me rearranging everyone, and I just got lazy. I just want to give a quick shout out to everyone watching on Instagram. Thank you for joining us on Instagram. Thank you to everyone joining us on YouTube, and thank you to the few people joining us on Twitch. Thank you guys. It's really crazy to be streaming on multiple channels at once. It's really hard to keep up. I have to keep shipping the video.
Yeah, we're still a work in progress. So just keep that in mind until we actually have some software that can help us automatically do it. So just keep an eye out. So right now this is still in its beta testing phase for Instagram.
Right. Yes. We're still, like I said, we're still working on it. This is still we're progressing. We're just like Ikkicon. We don't have a professional do this shit for us. They gave me damn. Okay, I agree. I love this comment. It's going to stay for the rest of the podcast. But yeah, no, I
yes, flip the mattress. Yes.
Yeah,
right.
Especially Colossal this year was 2023 was really good. So
Colossal was amazing.
That was fun.
I loved it.
Oh yeah, Colossal Con. Yes.
Oh, and by the way, I was at if you went to Anime Frontier, you probably would have won a free badge for 2024's Colossal Con. So yeah, look who's a winner right here.
Hey.
So I'll be at Colossal Con 24.
Make way for the winner, babes.
That's right.
Oh yeah, guys.
Winner, buy me dinner.
By the way, guys, speaking of Colossal Con, don't forget, fill out a guest application form and request Geeks 5 Ever to be a guest at Colossal Con.
That's right. Make sure you request us to be a guest. And Deacon Rap, we filled out one for the Deacon over here.
I filled out one for y'all.
Thank you. So make sure you fill out that form. I'm actually going to post it right now in the Instagram stream. But I did want to say this real quick.
But wait, remember?
Go ahead.
Dude, links don't work on the Instagram stream, remember?
Ah, damn it. That's right.
Sadly it doesn't. But
yeah, you got to post it in your Insta story.
Yeah, post it on Insta.
Yeah. Always the Insta story.
Yeah, so let me add this Ninja Tate. Yeah, basically that's pretty much what happened. So Colossal Con, they had a booth at Anime Frontier, and they were doing this thing like, oh, if you spin this wheel, we'll give you a chance to win a badge. And what's so funny, because the way they do it is long story short, I don't want to get them in trouble or anything, but easy win. That's the best way I could describe it.
That was the strike point.
I was going to say something, but I don't want to say anything to piss them off.
Yeah, we don't want to say, I will say this, that Yeah, let's just say it's all but a guarantee to win one. They gave away so many that on Sunday they stopped doing it because I was like, I wanted to go back on Sunday. I was like, maybe see if I can win one more badge, in case anybody else I know wants to go. I went in there like
they already
shut
knew.
that shit down. So like, damn it.
Somebody probably walked away with like 4 badges. He's like, hell
probably
yeah.
did. As I'm thinking, I was like, that's probably the best case scenario.
Yeah. So to get my point across, the one thing that Colossal Con does that makes sense, that I think was a great idea, they don't have anime viewing rooms. They actually had TVs next to the couches and sitting stations out in the hallway playing the anime.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a great idea. It's very smart to utilize the couch areas, the resting areas as a anime viewing area instead of an entire panel room, because that's about as many people that you're going to get watching that anime anyway. If you want a lot of people watching the same anime, don't do a viewing room, just have multiple TVs throughout the like sitting areas with that playing. And that worked. I mean, we actually we were sitting down and we were chilling because I think it was Sunday and we were done.
Yeah.
And we were wrapping up, and we just found ourselves watching the anime as we were trying to figure out what we were going to eat. So I mean, it works. It was a good idea. I think that's a very good utilization of resources and space, because it frees up panel room space for other stuff.
Yeah. And I wanted to ask about all the people here that attended and anybody in the comment section. I know Colossal, the big attraction is the water park. I want to ask for you guys, for Icky, did they make use of the water park, or compared to Colossal, like how did they handle the whole water park situation?
Yeah, let's start with Solitaire. What did you? Same question, Solitaire. Let's get your input on that. Did they utilize the water park? Was the water park part of the convention, or was it just kind of there?
I can definitely say hell no. I haven't heard anything of Ikkicon utilizing the water park compared to Colossal Con. Colossal Con has the rave on the wave. I know that for certain.
Yeah.
So apparently Colossal Con has like an exclusive contract with the Kalahari to do something in the water park, but Ikkicon doesn't have it. So
okay, yeah,
right,
so,
yeah.
Because last year at Ikkicon there was a lot of people who are wondering, like, hey, how come they aren't doing like a rave thing at the wave? So I guess now we know why, because Colossal has that exclusivity.
Well, that's also because, I mean, everyone can use the water park. It's just very expensive, because all of the stuff, like using the convention center and using the water park and using the outside area, that's all like separate packages. And right now, they only extended one package to Ikkicon, while Colossal has like all the packages.
I mean, also then again, it's January too, because outside the outdoors are closed outside of the summer, so that's understandable. It's just also like, I guess for because I know when I went to Icky last year, so this is my perspective, and obviously compared to this year's. So going in there, like the water park, like people I knew who went to Icky, they still went to the water parks, during the day and all that stuff. But I know that because due to Colossal having an exclusivity, I believe they had like extended hours compared to Icky. Like Icky would just close at regular hours. I don't know about like paying and stuff, because I actually book an hotel. If you book a room at the resort, you get like a wristband, which basically gives you access to the water park. So I don't know if that did that apply this year, or it's just like
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like because the room was under my name, I'll get a text message saying like, "Thank you. Congratulations for checking out a towel. Remember to return it to avoid a $30 deposit." I'm like, who the hell? Who paid $30 for a towel? Did they charge it to the room? Because I didn't understand.
Oh no, they said put it back.
I know, but I didn't.
No,
look, the message was just like this. Thank you for grabbing a towel. Go wipe your nalgas and return the nasty ass towel back to us so we can wash it.
That was new to me, because typically hotels don't really care about the towels.
Oh, yes, they fucking do.
No, they care about the towels.
They do. They see.
Bro, at San Japan every year, especially when I had like a bunch of people in my room, to avoid having to wait for the maid to come and bring towels, I would early in the morning. I go to like the pool and just grab a bunch of like pool towels and take them to the room.
Okay, so you're comparing like, so you can't compare like a big Kalahari casino, resort to something like
Hotel Days
Yeah,
Inn.
that's two different things, man.
I know they put the Grand Hyatt.
I mean, that's still not like the Kalahari where like people will steal the goddamn furniture the minute you turn your blind eye.
Plus, the Kalahari is like mad expensive because it's like a whole different like chain of things.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. We got a
I agree
comment
with that.
from one of our viewers. According to my associate, he went to Ikkicon on Saturday and noticed that the prices
Yeah,
have gone
that's
up.
Oh, yeah.
that is what I've heard too about the
Yeah,
increased
me too.
prices.
I heard about that.
Yeah, so I was that was another thing I wanted to ask. So, was it worth the increased price increase for this year, or do you think it should have just stayed last year's price?
All right, let's start with Solitaire. What do you think?
I would say it is expensive. I did read a post on the Ikkicon group saying that the hotel pricing feels off, up and down, like expensive.
Yeah.
At
Well,
least
it's not,
compared to PopCon.
well, it's not just that. It's just also what I'm specifically referring to, not just the hotel, also, but also the badge. You know, I know some people are badge. You know, I know most of volunteers, but you know, I'm sure you had an idea. You saw the prices of the registration price and all of Icky. I don't know how it was compared to last year.
It was increased definitely by at least like $5, at least $5.
Okay.
All right, we got some friendly advice from our other co-host who couldn't be here today because he's got better shit to do with his life, like parenting and not talk to us. Step 1: always ask for 3 extra towels and pillows and blankets. Or you can bring your own pillows and blankets. I do that all the time. I bring my Mexican blankets because I like to have my hotel rooms freezing. Towels, definitely ask for extra towels. And then he just says, "Ooh, some of them have nice chairs." Oh, he's talking about when I said, they don't want you stealing the furniture.
Jesse, I gotta
Yes.
head out.
All right. So before you leave, I know you got to leave like now. So give us on a scale of 1 to 10. Give us your score of Ikkicon 2024.
I give it an 8.
That's a little okay. That's pretty generous. Deacon Rap, you heard it here, folks. Live on the Geeks Forever podcast. Deacon Rap rates
Well, because
Ikkicon
you got to remember,
2024.
a lot of the stuff that people complain that are saying is wrong with the con didn't really apply to me, really.
Right. There was, and we're going to talk about that. And
Yeah, like I already knew where everything was. I already knew the room names. I already knew about yeah, the water park. I don't swim, so yeah. So, anyway, bye guys.
bye.
Bye.
Take care.
If somebody would like to come on the show and take Deacon Rap's place, let us know. Hit us up on Instagram at instagram.com/geeks5ever. Okay, so let's start going over the pros and cons because we also have some other we got some tea to talk about today. We got a big show today, guys. We still got an hour. So let's start off with Solitaire. So what are some of as a volunteer? You don't have to talk to us as a volunteer. You can just talk to us as a con attendee.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
what are some of the things that you liked about the con, and what are some things about the con you did not like? Before you say that, though, before you say anything, there are some rules that we have to make you aware of, and we also have to let our viewers know of the rules. So, for one, when we ask individuals like yourself, Solitaire, to rate a convention, room parties, the lack thereof, drunk people, there not being enough parking, those are things the convention cannot control. Room parties, they can't control that shit. That's not part of the con. And parking, I saw something about the parking, piece of people bitching. That's something they can't control either. Also, before he starts reviewing, remember, guys, that the opinions expressed on this show are solely of the opinionator, the person expressing their opinion. They do not reflect those of the admins or sponsors of Geeks 5 Ever or the host. Me or Sonic, Now, could we agree or disagree? Absolutely. But remember, the opinions shared on the show do not reflect those of the other admins or sponsors. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact us at geeks5ever@gmail.com. This is a free speech podcast, so people can say whatever they want within certain limits, but it is a mature audience only podcast. So, with that being said, got to put up the disclaimer once again. I didn't do it in the beginning of the show, but we do have our disclaimer: may contain strong language, adult themes, and extreme sarcasm. All right, so let's go solitaire. What did you like and what did you not like about the convention?
Well, let's start with the pros. Well, what I like about the convention, Ikkicon, I would just say I like that they had the video game room hosted by the world class tournaments. I do personally know knew the crew there behind the video game, and for me, yeah, that's what I like the most.
Mhm.
The cons, well, I don't really have a lot of cons. I just love the convention. If I had to add another pro that's just exclusive to me personally, it will be my first anniversary being there because I got engaged to my wife there last year.
Okay.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's all for me.
Yeah, no, it's really cool to see that because sometimes a lot of these conventions can be really special. I think I noticed a lot of people that I know of. Ikkicon has like a special place for them because, like you mentioned, you got engaged. I had a friend of mine who got engaged at the previous venue, like pre-pandemic. He got engaged. It's just like a lot of people have like those kind of special moments, and I've been noticing that with Icky. Like a lot of people always tell me, "Oh, Icky's so great because this happened and that happened." And that's really cool to hear.
Okay, so I guess no, you don't have any cons of the con. And I think it's really cool that you did bring that up. Thank you for sharing that, by the way, that you got engaged there. All right, so we're gonna move on to Mafu. Mafu, what are some of the pros? What are your pros of the convention, or what are your cons of the con?
All right, I want to start with the cons because I still have a bit more to complain about.
Salty. He's like,
It's okay. I mean,
I woke up choosing violence today.
All right, so they at least have paper schedules, but the paper schedules kind of sucked this year because they didn't have any maps, didn't have anything that tells you what time the dealers open and close, and people were complaining about that. But they did have TVs that had that information, but the information like scrolled, like the TVs scrolled like through the images too fast for people to read everything in time.
Mhm.
But and as for the yokai market, that's the 18 and up programming block they had on Friday night. The line for it was better this year than last year, but they still had problems guiding people.
Mhm.
There was no dedicated meetup room this year. They had it last year, and that made meetups easier like last year. That's why I like last year better than this year.
Mhm.
The cosplay contest, I started late and there was like a long line for it. Like it filled up to capacity again, so it has capacity issues, and there was still a long line after it filled up. And also, since it ran late, like it also caused the comedy show to run late. And the main guest who was emceeing it had to cut off his set for time, and which is a shame. I wanted to see his set. He was the main guest for the con, one of the guests for the con. As I think I didn't go to a rave, but like I heard that it had a fine selection, but it had balancing issues. So those are my cons. For the pros, I, the yokai market, it was okay. But they had some more things this year than last year, so I enjoyed it more than
Okay.
last year. Uh, I went to a couple of Zeros to Heroes panels. Shout out to Zeros to Heroes, like the Family Feud and Panelist 101. And also, comedy show is really funny. You guys should have been at the comedy show. It's one of my highlights of the conventions.
Okay.
And I did like they did have like a swap meet, like convention spawned like
Oh,
sanctioned.
like a flea market or something like that.
Yeah. So that
Yeah.
that was really
They
good.
brought. I always like those too. Those are my favorite.
Yeah. So,
Can you shed some light on this? Somebody had commented and posted in the Ikkicon group page on Facebook saying that there were underage people at. You said the
18 plus
yokai thing. Is it the entire floor? Is it just part of the floor? Is it panel rooms?
so they have like a curtain, like something like with HE Expo. They have like a curtain where they're checking IDs or wristbands,
Yeah.
and so
So,
they have that like blocked off, like, and then the rest of the convention center is open to the all ages. It's just that part of the convention like that's closed off.
Okay.
so
Yeah.
there was another thing I wanted to bring up too, based on that post that Captain Mexico was talking about. Because I saw a lot of people on the group page where one of the big complaints was the hours of the dealers and the vendors. Um, can you elaborate a little bit, like what? Because I know most people, the most common thing, like sometimes some of these dealers would close around like 8 or 7 o'clock or something like that. But I've heard it was like a bit earlier than usual than other conventions. Can you elaborate a bit on that?
So I think the main complaint was that on Saturday it closed at 6, and it would also close last year on Saturday at 6. So,
Hmm.
and like, I
Jeez,
was
that's
surprised.
early.
I was surprised it was that early. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that early.
I mean, like, if I remember correctly, I think Frontier, they closed like around like 7 or 8 o'clock. I think that was like the latest I ever closed.
A lot of conventions are 7 or 8.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I was kind of surprised that 6 o'clock on a Saturday. You would think they open a bit later, like like you said, 8, 9 o'clock, or 8 or 7. That's kind of surprising about that.
I want to give a quick shout out to everyone commenting in the Instagram. We thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. Miss Tina's here. Tina. Oh, she was. I don't know if she still is. Capella Cosplay actually brought something up that I kind of want to also. It kind of sucked that Ikkicon didn't have any cosplay meetups either. The
Mhm.
venue staff were kicking unofficial meetup groups out of their spots. It would have been great if they had a meetup room or spot. That actually kind of sucked.
Yeah, that does, and
Yeah,
I agree.
they
because I
got rid of
know,
the meetup room altogether too. Like there
yeah.
was supposed to be one, and then they got rid of it last second.
Oh man, that's terrible.
yeah, there was just an empty room and like with chairs.
What? And they could have allowed them to use that. That come on, guys.
There's a missed opportunity.
Right. Want to give a quick shout out to Fusion Ha Cosplay, who has just joined us on Instagram. What's up?
Yep.
What's going on?
That's our
Capella-
dude. That's
Howdy.
Fusion Ha podcast. Good to see you guys again from Ikkicon. I mean, from Anime Frontier. I did catch them. Really cool dudes. They talk about a lot of stuff that we do. So we hope to talk. Good to see you guys again.
One more thing, and this is I want to ask you about this one. Saturday Night Rave was not 18 plus. The Friday night was, which is a little concerning.
That is kind of weird. Yeah, that's.
What are your thoughts on that?
The Friday night one was supposed to be 18, or the Saturday night one should have been 18 plus. I feel like it was really weird.
Yeah, isn't that kind of like ass backwards?
Yeah, let's Mafu and Solitaire. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I didn't go to either of them. But I just heard like it was a fine selection of music, and just they had some audio issues, but that's pretty much it. I didn't hear any other issues.
Okay,
That's
so
okay.
just before we go, I'm sorry guys to interrupt you. So in the comments on Instagram, Zeros to Heroes, shout out to him, mentioned that they didn't have a dedicated cosplay meetup room because they didn't want photographers to camp there and demand payment for pics.
See, okay, that makes sense. Thank you for clearing that up.
Zeros
That
to
makes
Heroes.
sense for real. Cosplay meetups.
That makes a lot of sense.
But at the same time, cosplay meetups, and this is from Capella, there seems to be like a compelling argument here. For real, cosplay meetups are such a big part of the con community interaction. This is true, because keep in mind that Akon is really like, I feel like Akon is where they really got big, because they had that, like, Akon
Had
like
that fountain and all that stuff.
15 years ago. That's Akon, like I'm talking about when they were at the Sheraton in downtown
Oh
Dallas.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yes.
Right. So they had that area underneath the Sky Bridge. It was where the stairs were. It was like the little section in the middle. That was their dedicated cosplay photography. Like unofficially, unofficially is where everybody met up, but that became where everybody met up. You have to have cosplay meetup areas for the cosplayers to do photo shoots, have meetups, interact with each other, etc., etc., etc. But Zeros to Heroes actually brings up a good point, and I have to like give them kudos for that one. They didn't do it because they don't want photographers to camp there and demand payment for pictures, which has now, I don't know, maybe I'm tripping or something like that, but over the last couple of years that seems to be an issue.
Yeah, I've seen.
Where
So, oh, sorry about that. Sorry, Goku.
no, I was just gonna say that it just seems like an issue to where people are now. I think it's coming from like, I don't know if you've ever been to like Vegas or New York where we see the showgirls or the
Yeah,
cosplayers
Mhm.
and they take pictures like, hey, you want to take a picture with me? Oh, okay, that's $20.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. But then like so here Capella Cosplay in the comment section says, I can understand this concern of photographers demanding payments, but that could have potentially been fixed by having a staff member oversee the meetup area. Yes, they could. So here's another thing too, what people don't understand too. Sometimes the meetups I've been to at meetup rooms and all that stuff, normally the photographer's just there just to take photos. They're not charging anybody, they're not charging people, none of that stuff. But if a photographer's charging for services like that, normally it'd be like they would be with the cosplayer, and the cosplayer would just say, hey, can we do it at this location, or can we do this and can we do that, or something like that. Then that's understandable. But for a meetup area, yeah, I can understand why. I guess a lot of photographers do want to like start charging for their services. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Right. No, let's. Sorry, I'm trying to address both chats at the same time.
Yeah.
We have our restream chat. Thank you guys for commenting on the restream, and we have our Instagram chat. Thank you guys for sharing with that. Like I agree with both of you. I think that we do need cosplay meetup dedicated areas, but with that being said, having a staff member present to oversee the meetup area would actually be a benefit. Now, will that be actually done? I don't think so, considering the fact that a lot of conventions are now being now have short staff. Getting a volunteer to do it. Or, remember that? I don't know if you remember Sonic, but they used to have like the con moms of like Texas or something. Remember that?
Yeah.
Having a group like that would actually benefit.
It would just help out, in a way.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Solitaire. Did you have something you want to add?
Oh, I'm just pointing to myself. You can nominate me to volunteer to meetups. I love doing meetups.
That's right. Solitaire has volunteered to take part of all cosplay meetups at Ikkicon. That's right. He's the fastest hands, the loudest mouth of the South. He's got all the cowboy shit rocking.
Yeah. So Zeros to Heroes in the comments on Instagram mentioned, did anyone mention Icky was working with a skeleton crew due to medical issues?
Yes, actually we did. We did mention that. Thank you for bringing that up once again. So guys, you got to remember that Ikkicon this year was working not only short staff, like there were people doing many jobs, wearing many hats, and a lot of people had to do jobs that they're not used to, that they learn on the fly. Plus, people were getting sick. People came to the con sick, which is another issue we're going to address. So I applaud Ikkicon and Zeros to Heroes. By the way, Deacon Rat was here and he did give the convention an 8 out of 10 so far. So that's the score we have for them so far. So they're actually doing pretty good. So it's not like we're trying to split hairs or nitpick or be anything here, but we want to offer constructive criticism so the convention can do better. We want every convention to be successful. A convention, like in order to be better, you have to better yourself. You have to acknowledge the fact that there's something wrong that you can improve on. I admit that all the time. There's shit that I can do that's a lot better. Actually, Zeros to Heroes, I would really like for you to come on the show and share your thoughts, because if anybody has anything to say, it's you. Plus, we do have an announcement to share with you, so I guess there's that. So let me know. Private message me. Let me know in the chat, because I can't send you the link on the stream. But yeah, no, they're working with the skeleton crew. They're spread thin, right? There's not enough people or resources to go around. It makes sense, but at the same time, people are going to still like you have volunteers. The volunteers, there's a lack of it seems to me like there's less and less volunteers. There's less and less volunteers, and it's not Ikkicon's fault. No. It's not Ikkicon's fault. There are other conventions that treat their volunteers like dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
There are other cons, Matsuri, that treat their fucking volunteers like dog shit. I don't know if they still do. When I was a volunteer for Ikkicon, not Ikkicon, sorry, Anime Matsuri, I've never volunteered for Ikkicon. I've worked with Ikkicon, I've never volunteered. when I was a volunteer at Anime Matsuri, they treated us like dog shit, like a quarter of a hot dog or half a hot dog, and one crash space for everyone to sit down and like take a siesta. It was bullshit. Hated it. That's why, and like I volunteered for Akon, and that shit sucked too. They worked your ass like a Walmart employee. Breaks over. It just started. Breaks over. Back to work. Lunches are just more of a suggestion.
It's kind of like
That was Akon back then. That was Akon 2009, 2010. It might not be this. I know it's definitely not the same because I knew people that work staff. They were in the staff members, and they told me at one point, and I should you know, this is me sharing. I don't know if I'm allowed to share. I'm probably getting in trouble. I'm probably never going to be able to work with Akon. But have you ever seen the movie Marvel Captain America Civil War?
Oh yes, I have.
Okay, that was Akon at one point.
So Akon Civil War.
That was Akon at one point. And now the staff have gotten a lot better. Things seem to be working better. They aren't perfect, but it is a lot better. But with that being said, Ikkicon they are walking uphill, a very steep uphill battle. And they're just like everyone else. My knees, out, my knees, you know. But with that being said, like, come on, they got to have a dedicated cosplay area. They got to get someone with some kind of authority. It doesn't have to be a staff member. Could be a volunteer. Could be somebody they appoint. Could be a panelist. Like, get a panelist to sign up to host that. I mean, there are plenty of panelist groups out there. You know, maybe not Pixelation because he's a one-man crew, but you know, there's other panelist groups that will like help out and like volunteer some of their helpers. I definitely would volunteer one of my helpers. All I have to do is feed like one of the Geeks 5 staff crew. All I have to do is give him like a bucket of chicken. He'll sit there all day. So I do want to address some comments on here. It's very disorganized at Ikkicon. How awful. And community outreach manager. That's what we can call him now. That make it happen. Conventions of Texas, Comic Cons, gaming cons, horror cons, tabletop gaming cons, anime cons,
any cons in general.
It's so insane how many types of conventions we have nowadays.
I do want to like do a counter argument for the cosplayers thing in the meetup. Is that they got kicked out of the barn specifically. Like, I know what Capella is talking about. They got kicked out of the meetup area, quote, specifically because that wasn't a part of the convention. That was, and whatever the staff of the Kalahari does is separate from the convention. So I feel like it's a little unfair to blame Ikkicon for that because they were doing what they could with who they had. And that was like over half of the convention basically breaking into this area that they weren't supposed to be into to begin with. Yeah. So, like, you know, that was kind of on them. You know, maybe you guys should have picked a place that was safe to use for the con to take pictures in. I don't know. Like,
I think too, because like, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm really sorry. But okay. I was gonna mention too, because a lot of attendees at Icky were so used to attending Colossal, people assume that, you know, the barn is like, oh, you know, I bet it would apply if it worked at Colossal, it'll apply here to Icky. But unfortunately, like you mentioned, you know, sometimes different rules for different cons. You know what I mean? Especially with the venue.
Yeah, so that's that was purely like everyone else's fault. Like Icky was doing what they can, and I mean, well, good news from a little bird that I know is that they're gonna have the barn next year. So, you know, maybe this time let's just keep it where it's supposed to be instead of like doing it like in places where it shouldn't be. You know.
Mm-hmm. You know, obviously, just to add to that, obviously they're going to improve from all of their mistakes, or if they listen to any of the criticism, because Ikkicon, I know some of the staff for Ikkicon, they're really good about listening to the people. That's why they have like closing ceremonies used to be like Gripe Fest where people will go and moan and bitch and do all that shit. But now, like, a lot of cons do listen to their audience because it is so damn competitive right now. There is no room to fuck around and find out anymore. That might have been the case 10 years ago or 14 years ago when like we started having the crash. Like after the crash happened, maybe not 14 years ago, maybe like 10 years ago. After the crash happened, we didn't have as many conventions, and so the conventions that we did have, it was like, well, we don't really have that many cons. We got to support this one, no matter how fucked up it is. But now it's like, hey, look, you screwed up. I'm not coming back. There are 5 other conventions either close to this weekend or on the same weekend that I can go to and waste my money at. And that is the mindset we have nowadays. So conventions really can't afford to not listen to their attendees. Not like Ikkicon didn't listen to its attendees anyway. But it's come to that point where we have to, people have to listen. They have to take that constructive criticism and find out how. You're not going to make everyone happy, by the way. You're not going to make everyone happy. Can't please everyone.
Yeah.
You can't. What was it like? You can't do the patting your head and rubbing your stomach at the same time. I mean, you could. But with that being said, though, I feel. All right, so we do have another guest coming on. So joining us, they actually had a big weekend at Ikkicon. They are one of the only groups that I'm aware of, probably the only group that had close to double-digit panels. They were really close to double-digit panels. No breaks, no rest, no shits given. The one, the only, from Zeros to Heroes podcast, Josh.
I mean, was also no shits taken? Damn, 20?
That's
Why
right.
the
No
hell
shit.
did you just Josh?
That's right.
The
Hey,
low
hey.
bass. What the hell? Hey,
Wrong.
what's up, everybody? I'm Josh. I am the president of Zeros to Heroes.
He gave himself a new title. He went from I run Zeros to Heroes to I'm the president. We're business now.
Upgrade.
Mr. President.
That's right.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm taking votes for 2024. Thank you.
It's your birthday?
No,
Oh, happy birthday, Josh.
it's not.
That's not what it says in the comment section.
Well, Flip the Mattress don't know my birthday, so hey.
Well, to be fair, Flip doesn't know a lot of things, but we still care about them.
Yeah, Flip gets pets.
Yes, I do.
All right, so
Yeah,
I just for the record for the viewers on Instagram, I'm not gonna move Josh's camera around because he doesn't have his camera on, so he's gonna stay right there. So it's kind of like Danktopus. We don't move Danktopus around for the Instagram viewing. Mm-hmm. It's so weird. We're still working with Restream to figure out how this is all.
We're a work in progress.
It really is. It really is. This was something I discovered.
Yeah.
Wednesday night.
So just keep this in mind too. Like this is what we do at the for people who've never listened to the Geeks Fire podcast before or ever watch this. This is what we do. We do stuff on the fly. We're not very robotic. We sort of don't follow a script. We just follow outlines. And that's
there is no script, but we do have a schedule now.
Yeah. So we got
schedule. Schedule will be coming out soon, gamers.
Actually, the schedule is out.
The schedule is coming out soon. Yesterday, gamers.
Yeah, we have a schedule already, and we're just gonna. And also another thing, we always bring it up, we always plug it in, but yes, do follow our Discord because sometimes we would post our newest updates on stuff. We would always, give us a chance, talk to people, interact with the crew, give a chance for people to show off their, their cosplay, show off their artwork, show off their stuff that they're proud of, show off what they got, etc. So follow us on Discord. Our Discord is available. We have a link in our pages.
Right. So back to the topic at hand, because we're talking about cosplay meetup spaces. I want to ask Mafu, yes or no? No one's going to argue with you. No one's going to trash you. I won't let anybody trash talk you. Do you think cosplay meetup spaces are vital to the convention? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it appeals to certain meetups.
Exactly. Solitaire, what do you, yes or no?
Yes, I agree. It brings the fans, brings the attendees to a certain fandom. It to me, it feels like it will help promote the convention. Helps individuals make new friends. Share common interests. I think it's a plus.
I just imagine. I don't know why I'm so sorry. This has nothing to do with you, but one of my friends just messaged me. And we were making fun of him one year at Delta because we were telling everybody, oh, he's into feet stuff. So I can just imagine cosplay meetup group of just a bunch of people into feet shit.
Oh, of course.
Oh
Is
That sounds
God.
like a
Is
18 plus thing.
Is this also based on that thing we were talking a couple of deltas ago? We were talking about butt stuff.
No, that was a different year. No, but it was the year they went on one of our staff members, Asian Alex. They went on his computer and changed the background to his computer to a foot. He got
Oh
mad.
God.
Oh,
Yeah, if you know, you know.
All right,
I'm
so
scared to get hazed by you guys.
so since Zeros to Heroes just joined, I actually want to get his opinions not out of the way, but I also want to get them in on the record. So what were your pros? I know you did your review yesterday. I watched your show, by the way. I really actually sat down and watched your show. I thought it was really good.
Oh shit! Really nice.
Yeah, actually, dude, I even messaged you like, "Hey, what the fuck?"
I didn't even know you had a show.
You've been on
I'm
the
not sure that
podcast.
was
You know
yesterday.
that we don't start on time.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. So by the way, great job on getting kisses on the show, though. Congratulations on that. But I do
Yes.
want to get your pros and cons of Ikkicon 2024. What are some of the things you liked about the con, and what are your cons of the con?
Nice. So yeah, as Jesse said, we did a podcast review for Ikkicon 2024 yesterday. It's on our channel. We had Lovely Kisses cosplay on as well. Love her. She's a friend. But yeah, like Deacon said, Icky is an 8 out of 10 for me. Fairly accurate. There were some issues. There were a lot more positives that I enjoyed as well. Like some issues, fairly minor, but the Kalahari should have supplied more security guards other than the 2 that me and my group saw throughout the weekend.
Can I interrupt you there for a second? When
Yeah,
you say
what's it?
security guards, do you mean actual security? Okay, you said the Kalahari provided them.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. My question, because the reason why I was going to ask that, because when you said that, I assumed that Ikkicon provided them, and when
No, Icky's not allowed to provide it.
right. So just so everyone's aware, guys, this is a legal thing. Conventions legally cannot call their safety staff security. They cannot call them con security. They cannot call them security guards, rent-a-cops. They can't call them any of that. They can call them con safety. They can call them con hall monitors, whatever. They
Yeah.
cannot legally call them security in the state of Texas, because to be sick, you have to be insured. You have to have a license for different levels of security. So yeah, I just wanted to, but thank you for clarifying that. I misheard you.
Yeah, no, yeah. The security guards were provided by Kalahari. Me and my group only saw 2 throughout the entire week, but I don't know. There might have been more. But anyways,
That they have guns.
I don't know. I don't look cops in the eye.
I was gonna say, if
Probably
they had
the
guns,
wisest
2 is
decision.
all you need.
True, very true. But that didn't really stop anyone from falling into the fire pit. So yeah, there's that. Someone fell into a fire pit on Friday night. So
Wow.
I heard
So
that they
that
didn't
was
fall
true.
into the fire pit. I heard they were actively dancing in it and actively like walking around in it to mess around.
I heard fell, so that's all I'm saying. I heard fell.
So either way, whether they were dancing on it, whether they were walking on it,
They're
were
not
they-
Jesus.
whether they fell in it. The word of the day today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, viewers of Geeks 5 Ever, the word of the day is
Stupidity.
dumbass.
Dummy.
Dum.
It's dummy.
Same
That's
shit,
right.
different toilet.
That's right.
Same shit, different toilet. Go on.
Go ahead.
Another issue that we had, it actually worked in our favor because we had a whole bit on Saturday morning. But the Kalahari was supposed to put a panel room back together after Yokai Night, and they only put the stage back as well as the chairs. They did not set up a table or the sound equipment, but that actually worked into our favor. Funny enough, so we don't mind that too much. But yeah, that is an issue for future panelists, or for the future panelists of Saturday in that room.
That's a y'all problem. Pretty much is what he said. That's a That's a next person problem. That's a future.
That is definitely a next person problem.
That is, I mean, overall, so you brought up a good point in the chat. We brought it up multiple times, and we're gonna constantly bring it up. The con was very understaffed. The con is going through a shift change, not like a shift where I'm clocking in, someone else is going to clock in.
Yeah.
No, a pendulum shift or dynamic shift or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, a pendulum, like a dynamic shift.
Right. So it's going through a transition right now. There we go. Perfect.
Save Skibbity's a different toilet. Skibbity.
So we know people. We're aware of some people getting more responsibilities. And then we also heard about somebody getting, demoted or whatever. We don't want to put anyone's business out there. The demoted one is kind of embarrassing anyway. Like you really don't want to you don't want really people to know that you had to be demoted for whatever reason, maybe for downsizing. Maybe you did nothing wrong. Maybe you were just great at your job, but they just had to downsize or they got rid of this department or they just don't see the need for it. Or, you're just like dumbass from that convention we talked about earlier and you're, you like to get drunk while you're on the job and now you're stuck to gopher. But I mean, the con was very understaffed. So there's going to be a lot of hiccups. There was a lot of people that really enjoyed the convention. I saw a lot of first time attendees this year. I don't know if you guys noticed it. Mafu and Solitaire noticed it because they're part of the Facebook group. I know Josh, you're part of the Facebook group as well, but there were a lot of first timers this year.
Oh yeah, tons.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, it was really noticeable too because I saw a lot of people who were like, "Oh, hi, this is our first time at Icky. This is our first time here. This is first time," and I was like, "Huh, it's kind of interesting. Like a big surge of first time attendees."
Right, and it's gonna get like that because people are getting there's a new Anime is the cool shit now. Anime is what's happening. People love comics. People love anime. People love animated stuff.
It's got more mainstream than it's been 20 years, 20, 25 years ago. You know what I mean? Because I know it's kind of a little bit off topic a bit, but 10, 15 years ago, if you went to a Target, you didn't see that much anime stuff. Nowadays, there's a section of the toy section dedicated to model kits and SH figure arts, and then you see mangas and sometimes you see DVDs and some little figurines. I'm like, wow, dude, where was this 10, 15 years ago? You know what I mean?
Right. No, exactly. But I want to get who was the volunteer? Was it Solitaire? Were you the volunteer?
That's correct.
So as a volunteer, I want to know. I got you. I want to know. You don't have to go into detail. You don't have to explain because I know you. I'm not even going to put you on camera right now because maybe you want to stay protected. Would you consider volunteering again for Ikkicon 2025?
I won't be honest. I prefer going as an attendee. In fact, I volunteered for about 7 hours on a Friday, me and my wife. And the downside is when you volunteer, you don't have a lot of free time, especially when the dealer room closes irregularly. After our volunteer is out, and we try to go to the dealer's room, it closes. So it feels unfair for at least for me and my wife as a volunteer.
All right, fair enough. All right. Would you recommend volunteering for? Would you recommend? I guess we're trying to get at
who's interesting in
yes, exactly. Thank you. Sonic put it better than I could. For anyone that's looking to volunteer, they're not sure because they've heard stories. Would you recommend anyone hey, I want to volunteer for Ikkicon. Do you recommend it? Would you recommend it to somebody that's volunteering for the first time?
I would say if I had to go in an optimistic perspective, I would say just volunteer for experience to get to know what it's like to work at a convention.
Okay, so let's say let's put it like that. Say you weren't married and say you didn't want to buy shit from the dealer's room. Would you recommend volunteering?
No. I'd just rather go as attendee. Just go as attendee and just roam around. Feel free.
Let me add to that. Would you tell somebody? Would you recommend it to somebody to volunteer first a smaller convention, then to Icky, or would you just tell them in general just don't volunteer at all?
I would start volunteering at a small convention.
Okay. Do you think that
Right.
would help the experience of like those who would volunteer at like Icky? I think it would just help them out a bit.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I first started volunteering at Ikkicon, and that's how I go from there.
So this is perfect because we have the perspective of a volunteer, we have the perspective of a featured panelist, and we have this perspective of just an attendee.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get all three perspectives. So
point of
going
views.
with Mafu next. As an attendee, would you recommend any con? Would you recommend your friends to go to the convention that have never been? And this is going based off of, was the dealer's room any good? Were the panels any good? And don't feel bad if you hurt Josh's feelings. His panels are good, but you don't have to just kiss his butt because he's here.
Yeah. Let me look at the schedule again, just so I can see if I
Like
can
a refreshed memory, yeah.
Yeah.
So while he's doing that, I guess we could read one of the comments here that's actually pretty interesting. From Jberg325. I think it's very dependent on the person's personality. I volunteer to work staff at a ton of conventions. I personally don't go to conventions as an attendee ever. I only go if I'm staff.
I have to completely 100% agree with that statement. Thank you for that. Thank you. I agree with that statement because as a panelist, I don't go to conventions anymore as just a regular attendee. If I'm going I either go as press or I go as a panelist now. And like this past year, we went to 6 different conventions in 6 months and I was burnt out. I was like, I'm done. I don't want to do this shit anymore. But this year we have at least 5 on the books as confirmed. This is getting like it's a lot. I don't like going as a regular attendee because I need shit to do. I want to be able to interview people, do panels, whatever. But sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But yeah, I mean, as an attendee, as just somebody, you don't have any responsibilities. You're just going to go have fun and buy stuff, have fun, and just meet some guests, see some panels. Would you recommend Ikkicon to somebody that's never been? It's a thinker.
Yeah, that's a good one, actually. It could be rhetorical. It doesn't have to be rhetorical. You could always answer on the fly now. So here, the response. Some people, like the volunteer you just chatted with, clearly prefer to go as an attendee, and I'm completely understand and respect that point of view as well. Working and volunteering isn't for everybody. And yes, I definitely would. This was my first Icky, actually. Oh, another first timer.
Hey, holy shit. Oh, there you go.
Another first timer. There you go.
Can I respond now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I would definitely recommend it as like an intro to cons because it has a lot of things like anime cons have. If they're interested in anime, they should go to this con.
So, what did you like? Okay, so out of these 3 subjects, because cons go based off of 3 main categories. Did you prefer the panels and events? Did you prefer the market/dealer's room, or did you prefer the guest / just guest.
I thought I was more in it for the panels and for the people like I met with and there were some unique things in the dealer's room, but I kind of thought they were kind of overpriced. But it's a con.
That is definitely fair. Jayberg, since you are sharing, same question. Which one did you prefer? And Zeros to Heroes, as a panelist, as a featured panelist, by the way, once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
As a panelist, what was your experience at the convention as a panelist? I know you talked about not getting any breaks.
Yeah.
Which happens. By the way, welcome to hosting almost double-digit panels at a convention. It's fun. It's hell, but it's such a good feeling at the end.
Yeah. So, we hosted 7 panels throughout the weekend. And yeah, I believe it was 2 on Friday, 3 on Saturday, and 2 on Sunday. So,
just to share with you, I believe, according to this message, this is not confirmed yet, but I believe Zeros to Heroes had the most panels at Ikkicon, they were not like a guest, like a cosplay guest or a guest. There was your group had the most panels at the convention.
As a group, yeah, more than likely. Yeah, more than likely. All our panels are hour long or longer. So yeah, it takes a great chunk of the day, and we had very little time to stop for breaks or just go to lunch on Saturday. We didn't go to lunch on Saturday. I don't remember us going for lunch on Saturday.
You said you skipped lunch on the show.
Yeah, we did. But we had Max on Sunday. Max was great. Max was great. Definitely going again. Yeah, time management is definitely one that we're going to be more aware of next year, because we need something to shove down our food hole in between panels. So yeah,
you need a handler. That's what you need.
Oh yeah, we definitely have one. We definitely have one now.
Good. So out of, not to throw shade or anything, but was there like a lack of panelists, like not panels, but panelists there, which kind of contributed to like the increased number of panels being approved? Or you think it was like the same every year, same number of panels, same number of people?
No, there was definitely the same amount of panels that I saw, like overall and number wise. Like the entire schedule was filled to the brim with panels. I personally, me, Josh, I think that people just didn't go to enough panels, or it was mostly room con for them.
Okay,
because I went to a couple that were not our own, and they did pretty well.
Okay, that's interesting. So Ikkicon is predominantly Austin area panelists. So like that's why I expected like you, Pixelation, and a few others. So it made sense that y'all were there, that y'all had so many. So I mean, overall, like, would you, anyone that's looking to host panels for the first time, would you recommend they host their panels at Ikkicon?
Yeah, I don't see why not. It's a great environment to start in. If you're not able to get into Ikkicon, I definitely recommend something like something smaller, maybe like Ushicon or Okashicon or something like that. But yeah, definitely a hotel con like Ushicon or like Ikkicon is something you can definitely get your started.
Ushicon this year, though, based on what I can tell, and this is really weird. So one page says that Ushicon is no longer accepting panels for 2024. However, on their main page it says they are, and it's even the panel submission form is still open. But on one other page it says no longer accepting panels this year. So I don't know what's going on. We'll probably get an answer for sure from them.
We already submitted our panels, so it's gonna be interesting.
Oh, they're gonna come on the podcast, by the way.
Yeah, nice.
All right, let's get everyone's scores out of the way because we're about 20 minutes out. Because there's a couple other things we wanted to go over today's episode. We just do not have enough time to go over everything that we want to go. So we're gonna start with Mafu. Mafu, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate? Porcelain Doll's here. Sorry, I forgot. God damn it. I'm sorry, guys. I keep forgetting to check stupid Instagram. Porcelain Doll's here. The queen of cosplays here. And Tina, they are the iconic duo, the dynamic duo. They're pretty fucking awesome. I love them. And we want to bring them back on the show. So, Porcelain, if you can hear me, thank you. Sorry, guys. Let me address this real quick because I need to address the chat here. Aaliyah, panel dude for 00s. I know we also did submit a lot of panels. We want to do a lot of fun stuff and try some new ones. Oh, okay, that's cool. Sweet. Porcelain Doll just responds she's still watching. So on a scale of 1 to 10, Mafu, what would you give Ikkicon 2024? Austin Premier Anime Convention?
I'll give it a 7.5.
7.5 out of
7.5,
10.
Okay.
All right. Solitaire. Same question. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give Ikkicon 2024?
I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
All right. Sounds good. And Zeros to Heroes. I know you already said it before, but let's get that score.
8 out of 10 is very fair to me.
Wow. Okay. So we have everyone going with and we have one 7.5 and one we have 3 8 out of 10.
So overall, it is.
So Ikkicon 2024, their score from Geeks 5 Ever overall will be 8 out of 10,
Mhm.
making it a great con.
Hey, first great con of the year.
Great con. And since they're the only con we reviewed this year, they are now first in line for Geeks 5 Ever 2024 Convention of the Year.
All right. Especially I grew up going to Ikkicon back in 2012, back when it was held in downtown Austin. I remember that.
The Hilton.
The Hilton.
All right, so there are a couple things we want to get out of the way since you should definitely go Porcelain Doll as a guest. We're definitely going to petition. We're definitely going to campaign for Porcelain Doll and Tina to go as guests to the convention because they're up there. They deserve to be guests. So there are a few things so we went on a hiatus. We went on a 3-month-long hiatus, and we didn't get to announce our awards for 2023. So we're going to go ahead and announce those. So, and we're going to post them on Instagram. I'm going to make the cards for them. So, our cosplayer of the year. This is one that I picked, who I think deserves it. It's Egg Cosplay, who's going to get the Geeks 5 Ever Cosplayer Choice Award.
Congratulations.
Shout out to Egg.
Shout out to Egg. Our convention of the year, which was a tough one. This was a tough one. Convention of the year goes to Colossal Con Texas 2023.
Woo!
Yeah, Colossal Con Texas.
Yes, Colossal Con Texas, the one that just happened this past August.
Oh, this one's for you, Josh. Our panelist group of the year. Now, we've been watching all the panelist groups in Texas. There's a reason why we've been harassing y'all, interacting with y'all, checking out the panels. We chose Zeros to Heroes as the best panelist group of the. Obviously, we're not going to pick ourselves.
2023. Yeah.
Of 2023.
Well,
Because
thank you.
y'all have the most panels, y'all have the most interactive panels, and y'all actually have some of the funnest panels I've been to. No, so y'all definitely get. We're gonna make y'all plaques and everything. I'm just a little short on money, but I'm working on that. And so our biggest award of the year. So this one's gonna be very challenging and very interesting, and we're gonna actually kind of ask for help from the fans. The Geeks 5 Ever People's Championship Award. This is one that's gonna mean a lot. So we're gonna actually order a replica championship belt.
Oh no.
We're gonna have all the fans of this individual sign it. That we can get whoever wants to sign it. We're gonna have everyone that can sign it. So the person that we chose for the 2023 Geeks 5 Ever People's Championship is Jenna Frank, the daughter of Jason David Frank. Diana already knew that we were going to announce this. We're working on getting the actual championship belt made, and we're going to have all of her fans and Jason's fans sign it and present it to her. She will get this award because she has done so much for the community. She's done so much and gone through so much hardship, and she's still out there hustling, pushing forward, meeting people, meeting fans, especially the one where she did for the Make-A-Wish fan. That was what sealed the deal for us. That one is what made us choose her overall. So this year we have the same awards, and we also want to give a Geeks 5 Ever award to Porcelain Doll and Tina just because they are the most iconic cosplaying adult cosplayer, mature adult cosplayers. So we definitely have a plaque for y'all. We're getting all the plaques made. I'll definitely give them to y'all as the year progresses. I did contact Colossal Con. I'm still waiting for a reply. I might just have to give it to them at Colossal Con Texas But congratulations everyone that won our awards. I know they probably don't mean shit to y'all right now, but as we grow, as we get bigger, as we get more followers,
You'll
we're definitely you were like, hey, I won their first award. Yeah. So thank you everyone that participated in that. Ikkicon did get an 8.5, so they are in the running for convention of the year. So hopefully,
so basically, just imagine like you're a brand new arcade cabinet, and you are the number one rank as the moment, and then there's gonna be other players coming in for your title. So all the other conventions step up.
That's right, Josh. You got to step up this year because there's some new panelist groups stepping forward. I think you, me, Pixel have inspired new panelists.
All right, we'll see.
he's so monotone. Oh,
like, let's do it.
Whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
But behind the screen, he's already got everything planned. It's like, all right, I'm going to stop him. We're going to do this.
I'll be right back, guys.
No, for real though.
Yeah, but no, we want to wish everybody congratulations for this awards. This was something that we wanted to do behind the scenes. We analyzed all of the shows. Basically, we analyzed everybody's thoughts and feedback. And we just felt that all these people deserved everything in there. And like we mentioned this year, so far Ikkicon is the number one on the leaderboard, but anything could happen between now and December of 2024. So we're excited to see what the future conventions are going to be here in Texas and probably also outside of Texas. So we're going to see how it's going to be. I know I'm repeating a lot, but we're really excited for this year. I'm sure you guys are excited for your upcoming plans for this year's conventions. It's going to be really exciting for all of us, and so Ikkicon overall, number one right now. Ikki, congratulations so far. I mean, which kind of sucks because you are the first convention of the year, so that means a lot of pressure to stay there. They're probably sweating right now. It's like, oh man, hopefully we don't get bounced out, but we'll see. So based on these conventions, we're really excited what we're going to do this year. And yeah, like in the comment section, so many cons, so little money, and that is pretty accurate. I think we all agreements on that. Zero the heroes, go Burr.
Burr.
He's going better. He's going to destroy all the other people to retain the championship next year, to retain the title. Sometimes that's what you got to do. All right, so Cosplay Chronicles asking us, lots of conventions. What's y'all's next one? All right, might as well while we're at it, while King Mexico is out right now. I guess we could ask. So first, Solitaire, what is your next convention?
My next convention will be KawawaCon. In fact, talking about panels, I'm actually hosting a panel, a Q&A Genshin trivia panel at KawawaCon. I'm personally nervous about running the panel.
So where is that convention going to take place at? Which are giving details to the people out there who are curious about this convention.
KawawaCon 3 Wish will be held in San Antonio.
Okay.
I believe at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center.
Okay. It's
a 2-day weekend.
So it's going to be in early March, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. All right. So I think it's March 2nd through the 3rd. That's going to be KawawaCon. Oh, that's really exciting. That's really cool. People always tell me who've been there. They said it's a really good convention. And Zero's the Heroes, Josh. What's yours next convention?
Well, hopefully it's gonna be Ikkicon.
Ikkicon, okay.
But if not, then no clue.
Okay. So for now, it's Ikkicon.
Hopefully,
you could try Allcon in Dallas.
Maybe.
They're actually looking for people to submit stuff. So
and Cosplay Chronicles says she'll be at KawawaCon too. So hey, Solitaire looking forward to seeing you both there.
All right.
And Flip the Mattress comments WeebCon and KimochiCon if I can get back to work. Hey, WeebCon, I went last year for my first time. I enjoyed it, so maybe I'll be there this year. It's gonna look really exciting from what I've heard. So guess we'll see. WeebCon, KimochiCon, KawawaCon, and Goku. So one of the comments Cosplay Chronicle said, what's our next one?
Yeah, so definitely in the books right now.
Yeah.
So Allcon is confirmed.
Okay. Yep. We are
so
Allcon bound.
Yeah, Allcon in March. spring break in Dallas, Texas. The all-inclusive convention in Texas. I already screwed up my promo. Crap. Anyways, yeah, so we already have 7 panels approved, and we're featured on their content page. So yeah, we're already going to there. Zeros to Heroes go burr. What did I miss?
A lot.
Yeah, you missed a lot.
I had to. Dude, I've been holding it like since before the show started.
Nah, it's okay because I mentioned them how like congratulations to all the winners of the year-end awards, and I was telling them, well, a lot more pressure for Icky trying to stay number 1, so they're gonna. It sucks they have to be the first in line, so we'll see see if they have to they could keep their title for next year. So
that's right. Everyone's got to try to keep their title for but definitely Cosplay Chronicles is a featured guest on the show. We definitely want to bring her back because we are still doing our all-girl podcast. We were going to do that last year. We didn't get to do it because shit happened. Yeah. We're still doing that this year. We're not sure. There's a lot of comments.
Woohoo!
Yeah, no, it's okay. So Cosplay Chronicles mentioned she's going to be a guest at TGC Con this next weekend. It will be at the George R. Brown Convention Center. That's happening on the 10th and the 11th. And at the same time, also at NRG Center, it is Animeverse Fest. So that's happening. That's basically 2 conventions in the same weekend.
Also, at the same time, KomoriCon at UT Austin campus.
Yep.
Hey, can everyone, if you can send me a message with the conventions you're going to, like WeebCon, what is it? KimchiCon? I don't know. KimochiCon.
KimochiCon.
KimchiCon sounds delicious.
Oh, yes.
I'll go there.
WeebCon, KimochiCon, Sup Trixie, Anime Riverwalk in April. Send me the information for these conventions. I will submit. I'm going to be a cosplay guest at the trading card game in Houston, February. Damn it! I would definitely go to that one. Shit.
Yeah, that's next weekend.
That's not next weekend.
Yeah, it is next weekend. Oh, is it next weekend or yeah?
It's in 2 weeks.
Let's say.
It's on the 10th and 11th.
Yeah, that's next weekend.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking this weekend. Okay, no, you're right.
I know it's kind of weird because it's the same weekend as the Super Bowl, so I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. That a lot of stuff's happening that weekend.
Yeah, no shit. Holy shit. So definitely, I don't think I have anything for that one. I'm gonna see if I can get press for that one. At least we can check it out. Porcelain Doll, I definitely want you on the show to review that one. If Tina's going with you, let her know. Definitely want you to come on the show. I might have to do that review though. Hold on. So we might have to do that one on the 19th because I'll check my calendar. Because I have to look at I have a planner now, so I have to look at the planner. And I'll definitely figure out when I want to do the review for those. Man, it's just so many cons this year, guys. With Zeros to Heroes doing a lot more content this year because they went on you guys went on hiatus last year. We're definitely doing a lot more this year as well because we definitely want. Did I disconnect for a second?
No, you're good.
Okay, because I heard the thing. It's just a lot of content for everybody. Just everyone's really stepping up their game. Because we might be going to CypherCon, we might be going to a convention in Oklahoma, we might even be going to a convention in Florida and linking up with the
Ravens Flock. Our dudes at Ravens Flock. So, and also we could see some representation, outside of Texas, more like you said, Oklahoma, Florida, maybe California. We'll see.
I don't know.
Maybe California, perhaps.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know. You never know.
I'll definitely be waiting.
That's
lurking
right.
and stalking.
Okay. Alamo Hero Con is this weekend. Unfortunately, I'm not free this weekend. Yeah, I will be out of town this weekend, so yeah, I'm gonna be out of state. But we'll see. Like, we got to definitely plan this all out. Definitely a great schedule. There's so many things going on. There's so many things happening. I still have to contact a lot of people. I still have to reach out to a lot of people. But definitely, it's kind of overwhelming, to be honest with you. it's definitely getting to the point where I have to have the planner now. Like there's no more.
No more BS, and we gotta like really be planners are essential nowadays. Which is good because the better organized, the better we are.
Yeah, because now I can stop overbooking. Like we literally it happened once last year and I overbooked, so we had to fit everybody in one. Like we upgraded the show from like a regular Geeks 5 show to, okay, we're gonna do a super show, 3 hours. We'll do one guest for like 1 hour, an hour and a half, and then we'll do the second guest for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So definitely, guys. Thank you everyone for joining us. Is there any kind of social media, Mafu or Solitaire, that y'all want to plug where people can follow you? Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, OnlyFans, anything you want to plug in?
If I want to say on here, it will be Facebook and Instagram. Solitaire Cosplay, Facebook, Instagram.
Yes.
I appreciate the follows, likes, spreading the word.
What is the name of your Instagram, by the way, so they can follow you?
Solitaire Cosplay.
Awesome. Sounds good. All right, Mafu, what is your work? Yeah, what's your social media so where they can go follow you?
I don't really have a social media presence, but just know me. I'm Mafu. I'm somewhere in the con scene. Find me. Just know the name.
All right. Everybody's like, yep, the planner, legit, just download a planner on my phone and lots of cons overlap. I have a planner on my tablet, it's filling up so fast. Yep, the planner is a game changer for sure. Yeah.
I can see why they gave us some during school.
Yeah, I just bought the paper one at Walmart. It was like less than $1. The burner phone that I'm using right now is a piece of shit anyway. So it only has 2 gigs of like RAM. So it just to load up Chime, the bank account, it takes forever. But just especially since I've taken on babysitting jobs to help pay for cons. Oh wow. Yeah, that's interesting. So 0 Zeros, go ahead and let's plug in your social media. That way they can follow you and continue to listen to your voice.
Yeah, all our socials are basically Zeros, number 2 Heroes, and that is YouTube, Twitch. Twitch is Z2H Gaming, but YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all the socials we got. Doing podcasts, we're doing reactions, just shit posting, all that going on, and a lot more that coming up in the next year.
Oh, what? One of our commenters is applying for Fox 29 in San Antonio.
Yep, that's
hey, good luck.
Station.
Good luck.
Good luck.
All right, guys. So that's pretty much okay. So we're gonna go ahead and end the channel there. So there's a couple things that we didn't get to talk about today. We didn't get to do our Royal Rumble recap. For those of you that didn't know that aren't wrestling fans or you just missed it, Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble and is going to WrestleMania to challenge Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship.
So we went to watch a viewing party over at a wing place, and I could tell
Big City Wings.
Big City Wings, shout out to them, awesome stuff. If you ever want to watch an event or something like that with a group of people, it's best just go there than rather just watching alone, because it's like it actually has like a different vibe, watching there, a lot of stuff. So it was really cool just being there. Had a great time. So we'll see if we do it in the future events.
Actually, we are going to do something for WrestleMania there. So if you do want to join us during WrestleMania, both nights of WrestleMania, we will be at Big City Wings, eating some wings, watching some wrestling, interacting with the crowd. Because it's amazing. Even if you're not a wrestling fan, it was still fun. It was fun because it was like being at the actual wrestling event.
Yeah.
So we didn't get to talk about Royal Rumble. We didn't get to talk about the con drama. The con drama that's going on, I
probably save those for next week. Yeah, if you want.
We might not be able to. We might have to. We'll talk about it when we get a chance.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. I might cover one of them tomorrow because the other one I don't have a lot of details to. Tomorrow is our Shit Talkie Tuesday podcast. Shit Talkie Tuesdays. Usually it's pretty much just us talking shit the whole time. So we're gonna be talking shit about the con drama. and not all of it though, just some of it to get it out of the way because I'm trying to keep the show within an hour. Next week, Ikkicon may or may not be on the show. They have not confirmed, and I will get confirmation by Wednesday. So definitely look out for that. I want to thank everybody for coming out to the show. Thank you to my co-host and producer for joining me. As always, my name is also Sonic. Sonic, thanks, but I'm sorry I forgot. Y'all plug in
That's
your
fine.
social media so they can follow y'all. So they
yeah.
can so we're start off with Sonic real quick.
Okay. Yeah, so you could follow me on Instagram, Super Saiyan Sonic. That's my Instagram. On YouTube, it is Keyblade Sonic. Speaking of my Instagram, I have my link tree in there. So if you could also check my links there. You can follow me on Discord. You can follow me on my other socials. I'm on YouTube. Just follow me there, Keyblade Sonic. If you see a pitch, Sonic the Hedgehog giving you the side eye, well, that's him. That's me. So right now I'm currently at I've hit the 1,400 subscriber mark. So I really want to appreciate you guys. Anybody out there who subscribed to my channel, thank you guys so much.
Oh, good job! Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. And I'm still working on more videos and just working on one at the moment. So hope you guys, stay subscribed and hopefully give me some feedback on it or any of my previous videos, any of like that stuff. So anyway, like I said, Keyblade Sonic on YouTube and also on TikTok because sometimes I post stuff on TikTok as well.
Mm-hmm. Also, Dinktopus, you're next. Go ahead and plug in your social media.
Dictopus Hunter on everything. That's about it. Don't look at my Twitter.
Oh.
Also, I do a lot of the conventions and stuff in California. Nobody asked me, but I'm going to say it anyway. I'm going to a few local cons in California. Stockton Con, Fanime, probably one of the biggest events of the year as well in May.
Okay.
And going to be throwing a bunch of parties in the Texas cons with my friend 1 Week Rush.
Okay.
Whenever I'll be putting those as shout outs on my own socials. So like, I know a lot of people have heard about the 1 Week Rush exclusive parties and stuff. So if you want to be a part of that, then go on ahead.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm looking forward to the parties. Woo!
I'm looking forward to having you there. I made this super cool cocktail. I will not say the name of it here. You just have to know, and it was apparently super delicious. But
That's
it's
right.
like 99% alcohol, so good luck.
That's right. The unnamed alcoholic beverage. It'll get you drunk. Real quick before we plug in our social media, just to give a Trisky who's going to be on the podcast. As far as tomorrow goes, I don't have a full-time co-host. So if you're interested, if anybody's interested in being my co-host on Tuesdays, because Sonic has other shit going on, Dankspus has other shit going on, Jace definitely has other shit going on. Zero
I never
Zeros.
said I was busy Tuesday.
Oh, okay, then that's fine. If you want, you can be on too. Yeah, definitely. I would love to have you on because I need a co-host.
Yeah.
I'm
And depending on
I'm trying to build my confidence, be on more podcasts.
yeah.
Well, if you go to any more conventions in the future, you definitely are welcome back to come and review the cons.
Yeah, just contact me. Just let me know. It's like, hey man, I was at this convention. Can we talk about it? I'm like, yeah, we'll see. Let's let our man Goku let you know.
I'll try to write down the script.
You can follow our schedule. I'm going to post the schedule once again on Instagram. You can follow us at instagram.com/geeks5ever. Pretty much Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. It's all /geeks5ever.
Yeah. So and also on YouTube, if you get a chance, subscribe to the channel because it actually helps us out. It'll help you guys out getting a lot of content on our stuff. So please sub to the Geeks 5 Ever channel.
Also, I'm gonna post the link in the chat right now. But please subscribe to our brand new YouTube channel, Shiitake Tuesdays.
Yep. Shout out to Jace for the name.
Yeah, he gave us the name. The link's in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to Shiitake Tuesdays. Check us out tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Our full-time schedule was posted. Doesn't go into effect until the 5th of February. So we will have content daily, Monday through Friday. Maybe even Saturday and Sunday. I might stream video games. But Sundays are usually Josh's day, so I try not to fuck with his schedule. But All right, guys. So thank you for watching. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you follow the new YouTube channel. Make sure you follow everybody here. I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll see you back. If you don't come tomorrow, we'll definitely see you on Monday next week at 7 p.m. Our new starting time. We no longer do 8 to 10. We now do 7 to 9. Makes it easier for everybody. All right, guys. Stay classy, and thank you for joining us.
Peace.
You guys
Bye.
take care.
Oh my God, bye.
Later. Stay geeky, everybody.
Laters.